Alright, so you're getting a new Vietnamese husband or what?
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to Vietnam. For the next 11 days, we're spending our time here exploring from Hanoi down to Hoi An, then down to Ho Chi Minh, and then crossing over the border to Cambodia. But that one's for the next video. And I'm here with
Iris.
Yahoo! And we're going to be exploring this country together. So without further ado, you excited?
Yeah.
Let's go! Alright, welcome to a new video. We're going to be spending just over a week in the beautiful country of Vietnam. We began by checking out the sights and sounds of Hanoi, which is the political and cultural capital of Vietnam. With a population of 5 million, this city is an absolute treat to wander around and take in the Vietnamese culture. The next day, we drove 2.5 hours to Halong Bay. This place is a World UNESCO Heritage Site, famous for the limestone mountains coming out of the water. The boats you see there are junk boats and are a great way to see the islands, along with the caves in the surrounding mountains.
Look at that one.
Oh, that was sick. And while it might look beautiful from afar, the water quality is not great. From coal dumping, big industry, and overfishing, it's not what it once was. I suggest to all tourists to give it a pass so that the government's forced to regulate it soon. Anyways, enough depressing talk, on to the next spot, and that is Hoi An. So this place, Hoi An, is a photographer's paradise. Everything is a warm, glowing orange and fire. Hoi An, basically everybody I talked to, this was their favorite town in Vietnam, including myself. Lanterns on the river were initially a festival, but now they do them every day. And Vietnamese people believe that the lanterns bring about fortune, love, happiness, and health. And like I said, this town is so cool at night because basically everything's just a glowing ball and fire. And especially if you're into photography, it's a paradise. Okay, we should make a wish right now. I'm gonna wish that I can try the most amazing street food tonight. Oh, it's your wish. Okay, there we go. Okay, I may or may not have stolen Irish's wish. However, it is time to hit the night market and see what sort of food gems we can find. Ooh, ice cream you say? Yep, let's do this. I love when ice cream is prepared on these frozen plates. They just poured the fresh fruit in there, a bunch of cream, chopped it up, and rolled up fresh homemade ice cream.
Passion fruit ice cream. It's so good.
What are you eating?
Yeah, Hoi An bread. That's the number one.
Number
in
one?
Vietnam.
Oh,
Yes.
I
It's
better
a
have
fish
one.
fry, very good one.
Okay, I need one. If it's number one in Hoi An, I need one. So this is one of the dishes that's influenced by the French when they're colonizing Vietnam. It's called banh mi. It's like a baguette with stuff inside. And this is only $1.50 for one of these big breads. And you have to try it because it's like famous for Vietnam. Oh, he's so slow. Look how slow he is. Alright, I'm going for it. The bread is so fresh. Veggies all good. Egg cooked nicely. Simple, but nice. The next day, we tried this really cool spot that we read about online called Reaching Out Cafe. This cafe is owned and operated by the hearing impaired, and you eat and drink in complete silence. They had these blocks with cues on it to make communication a little bit easier. So we sat in silence, we enjoyed our coffee, we journaled a little bit, and enjoyed an intentional hour of peace and quiet, some good Vietnamese coffee, and some nonverbal communication. super cool experience. No talking, so it's really peaceful. One thing about that is, you know, there's never any awkward small talk. Because you can't talk, not allowed to talk. So that's, you know, great date idea. Hey, that's a great date idea. Can't talk at all. The next day, we headed to the famous location called the Golden Hands Bridge. And Iris, being afraid of heights, was not too happy about it. What? What's up? Why are you sitting on the ground?
It's so hot. I'm literally sweating. It's so disgusting.
Long's eating cookies, and you're freaking out.
Look at this.
Ew, ew.
Oh, come on.
Oh, come on. Definitely a unique spot, and what I didn't know is there's actually a French settlement on top of this mountain with French architecture, so that is pretty cool. Alright, we made our way back down and into a place called Marble Mountain. And it's definitely more of a cave than a mountain, however it's pretty cool because the light shines down through the cave and onto these shrines, making for some pretty beautiful views. So we arrived at Hue City and we're at the local markets. And I just picked up some dried mangoes, $5 for a half kilo. Really good price. Best price I've ever actually seen in the world. Ah, nothing like a good Asian market, and this one is no exception. It's unbelievable, cheap prices and a lot of culture all packed in one.
Yay or nay?
Alright, smell it. It's chocolate sauce. Smell. We go actually smell. Just go smell. It's fish. It's fish, right? Come on. $2 with a pair of socks. I can't say no. Alright, let's go get some lychees. Some of my favorite fruit. 1 kilo. Maybe half kilo. Too much. Though I fought for a half kilo, I definitely got 1 kilo. But who's complaining? Probably second favorite all-time fruit, maybe third favorite is mangosteens. Half kilo. Yeah, I said half kilo early this time. Wow, it's still so much. Wow, she's so good. Look at that.
On the dot.
Absolutely nailed half kilo. All right, let's do it. On to the next. So after filling up on kilos of fruit, it was time to check out Hue, Imperial City, Vietnam's old capital city not too long ago. This city was built for royalty in 1803. It lasted about 150 years until the French colonized, and in 1980 became a World Heritage Site. Back in the city of Da Nang now, I saw this old man pushing his cart. I was wondering what he's selling, so I went up and bought one, not knowing what it was. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, look, good. Alright, I bought this random bread off the street vendor because I feel like I have to support him. He's all bent over. So, it turns out he put ice cream in bread. So it's like banh mi ice cream. Oh! It burns. That's what you expect, ice cream and bread. Alright, that's it. Here we go. Back on a plane, we're heading to Ho Chi Minh. Right away, we checked out the War Museum. There you can see Vietnamese as well as lots of American military equipment left over from the Vietnam War. Alright, it's about time I flicked my drone up and got a shot of what this city looks like from above. So many people downtown Ho Chi Minh. It's like when the night turns on, everybody's here. It's really cool to come here in the night. Okay, so we've arrived to Japanese Street here in Saigon, and it's really cool. It's like a slice of Tokyo or Japan. The restaurants look very Japanese and the whole street looks very Japanese. Pretty cool. So we're gonna go in there and eat somewhere now. Japan actually colonized Vietnam after the French, and therefore is an important part of Vietnam's history and has also impacted their culture. So we're eating Japanese tonight. We're like tucked away in the corner. This is amazing. What just arrived? Sake. It's like in a box and a shot glass. Cheers to the box.
I've never cheers to the box. Oh, wow.
No, it's not too bad. Fried chicken hearts. I don't know if it's Japanese or not, but chicken hearts are delicious. Really nice. Spicy smoked salmon. Oh, spicy salmon on fried rice. That wraps up our little Japan here in Ho Chi Minh City. On to the Mekong Delta tomorrow. Here is the distilling snake wine. They have like 30 snakes in here. I'll give you a little sample of one. So in traditional Chinese medicine, distilling the snake's essence into the wine is said to cure everything from rheumatism to hair loss. I'm gonna grab a shot. Here we are. Travel and we learn. Gotta be 50% at least. Oh. Snake wine, first for everything. The drink is also widely touted as an aphrodisiac that enhances virility. I don't know if I buy it, but I have to try it anyways. So the Mekong Delta is basically one giant marketplace. This floating market is where people come to sell all of their fruits and vegetables they've grown throughout the year. Definitely pretty cool to see it all in action. So we're at the floating markets right now, and we stopped to see one of the vendors' boats selling pineapples. And the family's living on the boat, so it's pretty cool. So we're gonna check it out. All right, we just got off the boats from the floating market experience. That was pretty cool. What I really liked about it was that you're just experiencing and driving through real life happening, because people come from all over Vietnam to sell their fruit there. Sometimes they drive 10 days to get to that spot to sell all the fruit that they have. So that's what I really enjoyed about it. What'd you like about it?
So we went on a boat and it was very shallow, and you saw how like 3 generations are just like crawling through everything, especially like in the West. We can't necessarily squat or anything like that, not everybody, but it was really cool to see that there was 3 generations on the boat doing everything together as a family.
So as we cruise through these little rivers toward the end of our Vietnam adventure, I can't help but think of how wonderful Vietnam truly is. Vietnam has super diverse destinations with heartwarming people, rich history, and of course it's extremely safe. They also have incredible local food, which by the way, Vietnam has the lowest obesity rate on Earth, so they have to be doing something right. Iris and I really had such a memorable time seeing how an entire part of the world figures out how to do life. We both totally recommend Vietnam to anyone looking to travel Asia. We did this experience with Travel Talk Tours. I'll leave the link in my description if you want to check it out. Alright, we'll see you in the next video, which is Cambodia. What are we doing?